Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, every single person from across the whole world or Europe, welcome to the Season 3 of the Virtual Reality ESL League. Start! Woo! Woo! I was hoping for some cheers or something from my wonderful, lovely co-caster, freelancer, ESL dude, everything in the world. He is wonderful. It's VR Jersey. Hello, man.
Hello.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Sorry, I feel like I had to do that as like it's the start of the season 3. I've got to start on the strong note.
I mean, yeah, we gotta start as quick as possible.
Yeah, sorry, I'll do the delay clapping because I wasn't able to do that because I was waiting for one moment. Okay. Season 3. Woo! Let's go.
I have an air
Let's
horn
go.
somewhere. Hell yeah, dude! I am hype. God damn.
Oh man, this is gonna be good. So we're starting off with Echo Combat today. It's gonna be tasty.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm keen. I'm hyped. This is the beginning of season 3. We get to cast the first couple games. Pretty pumped about that.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Looking forward to this whole weekend. Obviously, we're going to have Echo Combat today, which is what we'll be covering right now, and then tomorrow we will be indeed. I believe we're going to be covering some games. I don't know how much we're going to be covering tomorrow. It's going to kind of depend on the production, the VRL production, but pretty certain we're going to be casting some games. However, we've also got Space Junkies, Echo Arena, and Onward all being played out tomorrow. So it's going to be a bit mad.
Oh, that's all of them. God damn, that's a lot tomorrow.
Yeah, that is a lot in all in one day. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be good. Well, I mean, I think for today, as far as I'm aware, we're allowed to stream all but a couple of the games that are going to be streamed tomorrow. So for anyone that doesn't know, we are not the official ESL stream. We are a community stream. I don't know the difference. I think the ESL stream has a lot more production value and better casters.
Nah, lies, we're better.
Hell yeah. But tomorrow there's going to be the official ESL stream. It's going to run from sometime to some other time. I'm not actually sure.
Actually, no, sorry, I take it back. That said they've got Blue, so I feel like
he's a wonderful dude.
Blue is Bay. He is like the best person. And equally as equally as good caster. Hey, I had KFC with him. Okay, that's the level. That is the level of contact I had with Blue. Okay, we mutual appreciation of KFC. Actually, I still owe him for that because he bought it for me, and I didn't actually pay him back for that yet. So, hey Blue, you're watching this? I've got your money.
No. Okay. Here's what you do, man. Here's what you do. You're like, hey, Blue, can I I mean, I owe you some money, but how about I pay you back with dinner? Maybe don't say it like that, but
yeah, yeah, I'm alright, I think. But anyway, going back to the stream. So we are going to be. So the cup is actually gone live technically 5 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. However, as with most tournaments, there's usually like a small period of time at the beginning where teams are just getting their shit together and getting ready to get into the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably actually figure out. I mean,
we're going to be casting. Yep.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for the first round, I believe.
But Jersey that way. I wasn't. I was talking as a hypothetical Jersey. I was talking to Blue.
The first bracket is up actually.
Ooh,
so, nice. Right. So, question: who do you want to follow through this? We've got Team Gravity versus Combat Pussies, Team Enix versus Floaters Unite, Spaced Crabs versus Ouroboros, or Blast versus Toxic Units. I am open and game for any of them.
I think to celebrate a newly introduced team to the Team Gravity brand, I think we should cast the formerly known as AMOC team, Team Gravity. I think that's good.
Buy a match. Just
link bio.
.com/store. Just go now.
Wait, what? Google.com/store.
No. Team Gravity VR .com/store.
Oh, store.
Yeah. Store. Anyway, right, yeah, I'm keen with this. I'm down with this. I'm not biased at all in who we should be casting in this instance. No, but well, for anyone that is watching that is wondering why the fuck I am pro Gravity, I kind of worked with them I work with them even. Although I like to say, as I like to say, and as I said, I feel like I'm actually less biased than a lot of other people because I know what they should be doing. Therefore, I give them more shit than most other people would. So totally unbiased, but definitely biased. I'm definitely. It's fine. It's okay. Malaren's here to counteract my bias. It's okay.
I am. Team Gravity shit.
There we go. See, already getting stuck in.
Fixed.
Perfect.
Everything's fixed. Ooh,
Okay,
this is a
should we
spicy
get rolling on
situation.
getting into their games then?
I just got an invite from Ducky, so I'm heading
beautiful.
onwards in there.
Okay, right. I'm gonna get my headset plumbed
I will
in.
get
so
you
I can...
invited in as well. I think it's the right one.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute myself. 2
That
seconds.
is not
while you
lagging.
invite me.
Hell yeah. So, for anyone that doesn't know, I think in a little bit. Ooh, this is a little bit odd. Oh, it's because I'm starting in the wrong one. Okay, yeah. For anyone that doesn't know, we will just outline what the rules for the maps are because they are a little bit different than what we're used to. Oh, I'm of course talking to everyone in the lobby. Sorry about that. I'll just mute myself.
You are now self-muted.
There we go.
I can upload myself.
Oh wait, I didn't mute myself.
No.
I'm a professional dude. Hey, Stody. Okay.
You are now self-muted.
Okay, I can't
We're
self-mute.
not being streamed, are we? Moonlight is there.
Yeah, we're getting streamed now.
Oh, you're joking. Oh, for fuck's sake.
The
First game against the best team. Brilliant.
So,
You can take the last two.
I think things are good. We will just wait for VR Jersey to come back here.
Hello, I'm here. I'm in the game.
It's right there. You're in the game. Things are great. We just
I guess we
heard...
need to press spectator mode on the thing. Do we?
Actually, yeah, because the spectator mode has been updated, and whoever
Yay!
did that, a really good job. Just a fantastic overlay. Things look cool. Things look great. I would happily watch that along. There we go.
Yeah.
I can talk. This is what I do. So I will just set it over to the actual right screen. Echo Combat. Hey, the first view of Season 3, ladies and gentlemen. And while I fix the screen, while I fix the names, Jesse.
Hello.
There we go.
That was well timed. That was very well timed. Ooh, this new UI looks tasty.
It looks,
oh man,
it looks great.
It looks so good. Oh
And it
man,
fits with this, the thing you made. It
Oh,
just
does it?
fits. I
Really?
didn't
Does
even
it
have to do
actually?
anything.
Oh, it was totally unintended. That's cool. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, like this looks so good. Oh, I'm like, because I was able to see this IEM when we first got to look at it, and obviously I wasn't actually able to take control of it or anything. It was down to the production crew. So this is the first time I'm actually seeing it in the flesh, like as in on my own screen, being able to play around with it, and it looked good. It looked real good.
Yes, I mean I completely agree. It looks fantastic, and just while we go along a little bit, we will of course be telling you about some of the changes and some of how you can glean a lot more information from this screen than you usually could, because a lot of information both about the loadout and about the map, everything is there. But just as the start of the game here goes on, I would like you, because it's not too important, I would like you to go over how the map selection is, because that is a lot more different and I haven't actually gotten to it yet.
Okay, so you're probably better positioned to go over that, I think, because as far as I'm aware, we are playing currently. Payload is ruled out with the combat rotation at the moment, so it's just a case of Combustion and Dyson. However, as Combustion is going through some changes, is it still in the roster at the moment in terms of the map selection?
It is.
It is. Okay, so because Combustion is currently going through some pretty significant changes. So as far as I'm aware, are we in a pick ban situation with the maps at the moment?
We are not. So how this goes is... I need to restart this, but I'll do that later. How this goes is that the first map will always be Dyson, second map will always be Combustion, and third map will always be Dyson. So this kind of eliminates the pick ban system thing, because it had some weird sort of, you know, you could pick where, like, you think you were going to be best when you had the least lag and stuff like that. So this kind of eliminates it. Says that basically how it used to go with combustion being number 2 always and Dyson being number 3 always, Dyson being number 1st always. That was basically how it usually was. So that's what it's going to be for now. It might be changed. There might be some differences in it later in this season, but we don't know yet. We'll find out, and of course, if you want to, see what you're following. Oh, good idea. If you want to have it changed, or if you have some ideas, you'll probably go on the VRL Discord, go get that changed. But we should probably get into the game because a lot of time has already gone by. Ignite is not Ignite. I have not updated that yet. This is, of course, Team Gravity. They are standing firmly on the point, getting a lot of percentage points. They're already at 90%. Of course, this is only round 1. So there's a lot of time for this to still go the other way.
Yeah, so as we're seeing here, we're playing on Dyson. First map, we've got Team Gravity versus... I'm just going to double check the team names exactly.
That is Combat Pussycats.
Combat Pussycats. So that is a Echo Arena team +1 player, I believe. Maybe. Or it could just... Okay, I'm saying I recognise all of the names in Pussycats because they're all from the Echo Arena community. So we're seeing kind of the EA players kind of banding together. I'm not sure exactly what composition of which different teams we've got in there, but yeah. So we've got some EA old kind of EA players alongside our brand spanking new Team Gravity Echo Combat team, which everyone will previously know as AMOC. So we've got Ducky, Derval, Stoty, and Flush Gogo on their side, and we've got Jolly, Roscoe, Joanne, and Middleman. So looking at the first round, Team Gravity would take the first point quite comfortably, 100-0. It looks like we are currently seeing Pussycats actually rotating around, which is something you can actually do. So what they've done is they've actually gone back to their spawn room, and then they've moved around to get a better position. I'm actually quite liking this play from them. This is an interesting attempt, but we are seeing Team Gravity on the point. Looks like you can also... something as well worth mentioning now with our brand spanking new overlay, you can actually see the players' guns and what they're rolling out. Oh, exactly. Fantastic stun grenade there from Pussycat. Not able to convert on the kill, but a lovely little play there from them. But sorry, coming back to the overlay, so you can now see what tacticals they're running, what grenades they're running, and what weapons they're running. So as you can actually see, and also you've got a lot more information there about the player's health. You can also see who's dead, and you can actually, even if you look closely, you can actually see the cooldowns on a lot of their utilities and tacticals. So we can actually get a really good idea of who's got what up, who's going to be better for a fight, and then as we're seeing here, kind of moving in with Gravity, just basically chasing, looks like chasing Pussycats around, trying to get those eliminations. Pussycats would really want to try and kind of delay their fighting here. It seems like they're kind of going one at a time, which isn't a good position to be in. However, it's going to get a pick on Stoty, and almost another pick on Ducky there. Joanne doing some work, actually, which is nice to see. Gravity holding onto the point quite comfortably, though, so we are seeing, yeah, pretty dominant initial first half. I believe that's actually, we're watching Ducky using his own Nova to actually move around. If you can see that, but yeah, seems to be quite a bit of a stagnant attack here from Pussycat. So maybe just to see if they can actually pull this back. Looks like it's going to be a really hard one. They're running stun grenades actually, which is quite interesting. They've been able to get a couple of the interesting stuns off, but not able to convert on them, unfortunately.
Oh, and yeah, as you said, they just go in one-on-one, and it's clear that from the shout, some of you may have heard that they shouted, I got one. They don't have the highest... they're not the favorite in this matchup, let's just say it like that, because Team Gravity, at least in the EU, I think you can comfortably say are the best team.
Oh, you shouldn't
Good. Vex, we are casting just EU for now. I don't think we can get to both. I don't think
unfortunately, we're only actually able to show 3 matches today, meaning that we're quite limited in terms of being able to jump between different regions. Because we're only doing 3 matches, because the other 2 are going to be casted by VR League tomorrow, it does mean that we basically don't really have enough time to be able to jump between regions. Yes. Not easily, at least. Because usually it will take a little bit of time to organise that and get over, and then it's set up, and it takes additional time, which unfortunately don't think we're going to have today. There's chances that will change in the coming weeks, so we'll be able to do more. But that said, I think we've also got. I don't know if the Punanas is casting today, but he also regularly casts VR League as well. So there's a chance he may be also doing some stuff in future for the North American side, if it stays in the way it is right now.
There we go, and it should of course also be said that if any of you are disappointed by that, and I can see why you would, please go cast, because it's not a lot of people do it, and we need more people doing it, and it is quite fun to do actually. There we go. I've just gotten this set up. There we go. Yeah, it's fun to do. So go cast. You can, if you want to help out here, if you want to do something else, I'm happy to help. Jersey is a wonderful man who's also happy to help, I'm sure. Just talking for him now. So yeah, please do that. There we go.
Yeah, if anyone's interested in casting, speak to Malaran from Europe and speak to Punanas for North America. That's your best bet.
I don't think I'm allowed to join you, but good first round.
They were asking me to join them in the first round as well. So as we mentioned, for anyone that's not familiar with the GT,
so for anyone that is wondering why Jersey was maybe a little bit unsure of combustion being in here, it's because combustion is going through some changes, and of course we can't really say anything about. We can't show anything. We can't say some things about what is happening here, but I do quite enjoy the new layout. I've looked a little bit at it. It looks quite nice. I don't know. Did you get a chance to look at it?
I have not been able to look at it enough recently because I didn't have. Oh, hello.
Okay, Jesse, you talk for a bit.
Oh, hello. Okay, right. No worries. Basically, right. Okay, so we are getting. Okay, we'll get straight into this because looks like we're getting super aggressive straight away. Amok going up, running. Someone's running phase shift. Do I see that right? Someone's running phase shift.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's Flush Go-Go. Oh my god!
Yay! It
First
happened.
round.
Someone's doing it. So sorry, the reason why we're excited about that is phase shift basically is an ability that makes you invulnerable for a certain period of time. You can activate it and it basically makes you invisible for the threat scanner and invulnerable for a certain period of time, which essentially allows you to do some really cool flanking, get in people's faces and then retreat safely. There's a lot of cool things you can do with it. So we haven't really seen it in competitive play a great deal recently, but we are starting to see it now. So lovely to see that slow moving stun grenade not actually going to catch anyone, but yeah. So as we said before, we've got Team Gravity, who's obviously previously known as Amok, who are kind of the more well-established European team, and then Pussycat's kind of an Echo Arena team that's kind of dipping their toe into Echo combat. So
well-established, I'd call them.
Yeah, well-established, definitely well-established. I mean, based on my logic, the less time a team is together, the more well-established they are. So that's like, yeah, they are probably actually today one of the most established teams in combat right now. Yeah, absolutely. So,
but I do enjoy Flush Go-Go's use of something I actually wanted to talk about. And again, if you're wondering why we're not focusing too much on the game, Amok or Team Gravity is well favored to win this. So we're seeing some interesting strategies actually though coming out from Amok. I mean, they're pretty comfortable in their position, so they're kind of getting really aggressive with their position holding. They're not really allowing anyone to like move past their own half. Pussycats are trying to actually go just straight past them at this point, which I actually quite like. It's an interesting approach to this. But that's actually game. Didn't even see it come through there, so that is actually first round going comfortably to Amok again. Looking pretty strong for them. I would hesitant to guess that we're probably going to see a replica of that in the next round. Honestly, though, I think that this is what we're seeing right here, though, is kind of the difference between like the teams that have been kind of hardcoring this versus kind of a fresh team that's just come in to try and have a go, which is fine. But I think it does actually highlight the not the skill difference, but the difference in terms of how developed Echo Combat is already, and it's only been out for a short period of time. So yeah. I feel like it already shows there's actually quite a big gulf between new players or players that are good at Echo Arena, for example, and kind of the combat scene at the moment as well. So it really makes a difference. So they've been working, although that said, and there's going to be a full wipe. Ducky's the only person going down from Team Gravity there. Stoty healing up again.
I am seeing, to be fair, actually, which I do like as well, I'm seeing less healing coming out from Amok, which I'm not sure is down to the fact that they are playing against Pussycats, or if it's because they're actually finding other uses for different tacticals. So like, I like the fact that Flush is running Phase Shift, which he's been doing the whole round, whereas on the side of Pussycats, you're seeing four heals essentially coming out for them as their tacticals, which honestly, I'm not a huge fan of anymore. I feel like people have started to figure out the counter for them, and that we're starting to see a difference in the meta now, which I think is really great.
It is fantastic. And one thing, I think actually, I don't know what's happening here. It looks like Team Gravity was kind of wiped a little bit. It looks like Pussycats actually have a chance to take this point.
Great. Oh, we're running. I just realized they're running 4 Novas.
Oh.
That might be why. So one thing that I really like about Echo Combat actually is if your team specs fully into one kind of style of play, you can usually get a wipe against anyone because you can just jump on them with 4 Novas and just end them essentially. And they have to. The other team has to react. So I think we just saw that there. I like a great little attack there coming out from Pussycat, switching on to 4 Novas and heals. So that's good from them. I like that.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But it's like a team coming out with 4 meteors essentially, right? Which is the grenade launcher. Like if you're grouped up and they come out with 4 meteors, your team's just dead in a second. Like there is no time to react either. It's just you're just dead straight away.
Yeah, 2 of them have to hit, and then you're just gone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the whole team.
So we'll go Ducky for a little bit of a backwards in here, coming in with the Nova. Just getting a lot of shots and no one really noticing him. He's just being able to just kind of shoot in the back and no one has seen him yet. Oh, he does get some shots in. Let's see if he can actually get the kill. He's having a little bit of trouble here, but
I think
a load of time.
That's actually really interesting, that play there. So we actually saw Ducky get, like, I think it was Joanne, really low, but they're not able to convert. And I think that screams to the difficulties of running Nova, is that if you're in a position where they're just a little bit far away, the Nova damage drop-off is significant, right? So after a certain distance, the drop-off of that damage is so much that you can barely even scrape them at that point. So it can end up as a really difficult weapon to have where you find yourself in a really bad position. But we're going to see Gravity coming through there for another 132. So Pussycats did put up a good fight in that last round. So glad to see that. But it's going to be a comfortable win for Gravity again in the first round today.
Very, very comfortable. Very good. One thing though that I did kind of want to highlight is Flush Go is using the Comet, the sniper sort of thing.
Oh, is he? I didn't see that.
Yeah, and I've been thinking a lot about this, and I actually believe the Comet is the best gun all around.
I disagree with that on the basis that if you hit the meteor, it's the best gun. You win. Because if you can hit it with the splash damage, you can individually team wipe whole teams, like straight away, or anyone that's not spaced correctly. So yeah, I feel like that. For me, that's the weapon of choice. But that said, I believe Comet is like a pretty solid second, if not on the same level.
Yeah, the reason I say that it's the best is because it can do the same thing as a meteor. Oh, I'm not muted. Oh well. It can do the same thing as a meteor. Only it also has a way of aiming, and it has a way of aiming consistently. And if you, I don't know how many people know this. If you hold on to something with your hand and then shoot, it has a complete straight line that goes through everything, so you can basically see anything.
Yeah, I completely agree, and I feel like, for me as a player, I prefer the Comet to Meteor. However, we're talking about what is completely, like, in terms of skill. So say, for example, you had 3 years to perfect one weapon. I feel like being that much better at the Meteor would be more beneficial than being that much better at the Comet, purely because the Meteor has so much team play. Because yes, you can make picks with the Comet, but the Meteor, if you have a team of people that are very good with the Meteor, you just win. Like, I mean, if you look at Dyson, for example, we saw this at IEM, we've seen it with other teams since then. The ability to hold off those chokes with Meteors is insane. It completely wipes squads that try and get aggressive on you. And I think that if you were to put Comets in their hands, it would no way be nearly as good enough for those situations that would have the same impact. So I feel like if you're talking about that individually, if you're an individual and you want to get really good at a weapon, get good at the comet, because you can build entire like Strembitsky is a perfect shining example of that. He is fantastically good at the comet, so his team can build an entire like strategy around that. However, I feel like if you're talking about as a team what to get better at, Meteor, like every time, like because Meteor just has so much more team play.
Yeah, I think what I meant. Of course, I'm horrible at talking, which is bad for the thing I do. But it is the primary the primary thing that I think makes the Comet better than most guns as a single weapon is that it does not lose effectiveness at all. Like at any range, it is just as effective.
True. That is actually very true. Yeah, because the Meteor projectile is quite slow, which does actually give time to react. You can throw shields out. That is very true. So yeah, I do believe that. Yeah, you're definitely right in that. The Comet is one of the only few guns that is equally as effective at close range as it is long range. Because if you look at the likes of Strem and stuff, that what they can do with that, I mean, that's like he can duel you 1v1 close range with a Comet, no problem. Like that's the thing. So I agree with you on that. I think the only other weapon really that you could argue is the Pulsar, but in long range it's so ineffective. I mean, you might get 1 or 2 shots, yes, but are you going to like 90 to a 0 them? It's like I don't think so.
Yeah, unfortunately not. And I love the Pulsar. It's my it's the weapon I use because not only does it have the really wonderful kind of boosting mechanic, in that of course all the other weapons has the boosting mechanic where if you shoot behind you or in front of you, it gives it gives a little bit of a push in the opposite direction of where you shoot. But the Pulsar is just much better at it. Hello, Avocado, because it's just a constant, like a thruster, in that you can constantly change the direction because it shoots so fast.
Just answering some of the questions from Twitch chat. Streamy Boys, yes, the Comet is definitely able to carry entire teams because you need to have the team play around it, right? You can get good at the Comet in pubs, you can use it to train, but you won't be able to. It's gonna be. I mean, that said, I'm pretty sure if you throw Strem into a pub versus someone that's also good as a Pulsar, Strem would still win. Like if you talk about how good you can get at individual weapons. I mean, getting good at any one individual weapon will usually be good enough to carry like most pubs. However, team play, Comet wins in that, but at the same time, because you can build strategies around that. Like, if you just look at Kangarillas, what they do. So, but then at the same time, if you pull back to like what they do with the Meteor, if you look at what V Respawn does, like they largely depend on that kind of mix of Nova Meteor play to hold those chokes really well. So the Comet can definitely carry. I mean, if anyone's saying the Comet can't carry, just look at any of the games Strem plays in. Like seriously, just look at any of the score lines for the games that Strem plays in, and tell me he is not carrying with that Comet.
Yeah, he's
that's what I can
definitely
say. Like,
definitely doing a lot of work with that, but it seems everyone disagrees with us.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right, you got to remember, is the point is that you gain a man advantage by having someone with a Comet that can make a pick. Like, that's the main thing. It's not assists, because you can make entire picks and put the team low, so then you can punish that. So it looks like assists from long range, but the whole point is you wouldn't have those opportunities without someone that can also make the picks with the Comet from range. That's the difference.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. And just so we are clear on what is happening right now, this was of course the first round, and people wondering why there are only 3 rounds. I'll get to that in a little bit. But this was the first round, so our game is done. We are waiting for 2 other games to be done, I believe. So they will probably be done in around 5 to 10 minutes, something like that. And then we'll get into our next round. The reason that it's only 3 rounds is because the last round, I believe 2 of the games from the last round will be streamed tomorrow on the official ESL stream, which I should probably get some links and something for. Right. Do you know what that is?
What?
It's going to be on the ESL website, right? The ESL stream.
Yeah, it will. We don't have any details about the production because we haven't been told. You can thank ESL for that one. No, they just haven't communicated anything to us yet, so unfortunately we have no information about what or when the other cups will be, the other 2 rounds will be happening. But yeah,
I think the way they're gonna play it is that the last round is gonna be played tomorrow.
Because I think the number of rounds is dependent on the number of teams, right? That, if I remember correctly. So it's dependent on.
Swiss.
Yeah, no, but it's Swiss, but I think the number of rounds they play is still dependent on the number of teams that sign up, if I remember reading that correctly. So if we're playing 4 rounds, it will only be 1 round shown tomorrow with, I'm guessing, 2 matches from that. We haven't been given any details from ESL yet about what's happening, so we don't know, so we can't. Unfortunately, we can't tell. Yeah, I mean, they're doing their own thing. I don't know. We haven't heard any comms apart from them asking us who we are. So that's literally the extent of it. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, I guess. I'm looking forward. Well, we're gonna be casting some of the matches, but I'll be looking forward to watching some of that back. How that goes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even though can I just say, Gabu seems like a lovely dude. I've been talking just a little bit with him, and he seems very sort of understanding and wants to help, I think.
Yeah. It's, I mean, the Echo community and the VR community at large is not necessarily known for being the kind of the I guess the most welcoming group. That said, no, they are the entire VR community is like as far as I'm concerned, one of the best communities like I've ever been involved with in an online environment. But that said, it can be a little bit rough, and I'm part of that as well. So I completely admit that I'm part of the problem. But at the same time, I feel like with the stuff that's happened over the last 2 years with ESL, the problems we've had, just the tournaments and stuff. I mean, I feel like any kind of like issues that are existing where the community doesn't feel like they've been listened to is very much justified at this point. So I'm like power to the people on that one. But at the same time, yeah, Gabu's come in. He's obviously, I think he's just started about how many weeks ago now? A little while ago.
I think 1 or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 1 or 2 weeks ago. So it's still new comparative to the rest of us. So I'm willing to give him time to kind of get into it, because it is a bit of a mountain to climb. Getting your grip on the community.
Do you know what this means, though?
Pardon?
I'm not I'm not the newest notable member of this thing right now.
Yeah,
I
you're
used
not.
to be for a long time.
You're the noob. You're the noob for a while. We need to haze Gabu. Well, that's what's happening, isn't it? This weekend is Gabu's hazing. That's how this works.
The harsh intro.
Welcome to our territory.
He's taking it well though.
It's just a joke. We don't actually haze people.
Well,
we do.
Well, we don't do it officially.
No.
There are no public rules.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ducky's hazing when he joined Gravity was to have his name changed to Very Bad Ducky on our Discord. So
is it still Very Bad Ducky?
Yeah, it is. I haven't changed it back.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
That's good.
Right. So are we looking? So I think let's just go through the results for the first round. So I think we've got most of those in now. We're waiting on 2 more. But we can see 2. So obviously we watched Team Gravity versus Combat Pussycats, which was a 2-0 win for Team Gravity. We saw Floaters Unite take 2-0 against Enix VR. Now I'm gonna have to get familiar with these new teams again, because I think we've been very familiar with kind of the existing teams that have been playing cross regions. So we're quite familiar with, I think, more the North American teams, because they've been playing quite regularly with existing teams that we kind of understand. Whereas now we're seeing a lot more new teams forming in Europe. Obviously, because I think thanks to that sweet ESL prize money for 8 places. So anyone watching the stream that is still umming and ahhing about whether or not to get involved in combat, there is prize money for the first 8 positions. And today we have 8 teams, meaning everyone is getting paid. So if you want to get paid, sign up for combat, basically.
Do you want to get some cash?
Yeah, you want to get some of that sweet Oculus dollar? Then sign up for combat, or sign up for any of these. But combat is like combat for Europe right now. Just to give you clarity, there are 2 established European teams that have been playing in Community Cups. There are 6 new teams this week. So if we are, in terms of who you want to sign up with to be able to actually have a really good chance of doing well, go get that Zuckbox. Thank you, Cosworth. Let's get that Zuckbox and go sign up for combat, because now's the time to do it. That said, however, although we're not spectating any of the North American games today, I really want to know who wins from North America, because it was so hotly contested when we left it last week. I think Kangorilla's had a bad showing, but not last week, week before last. But Kangorilla's had a bad showing. Want to see how they deal with the extra time. VRE Spawn were kind of like they did well, but then Amok broke them in one of the games on one of their maps. So I was so hyped about that. But yeah, I feel like North America region like could be really spicy for combat this season. So
Yeah.
I'm well. Unfortunately, Robo, we can't do that because we only have 3 games today, so we aren't able to kind of. It's going to be hard for us to switch back and forth. So
I think. Wait,
yeah.
wait. Hold on. Isn't it starting a little bit later though? I can't remember. Oh wait, Robo. Do you know when the North American Cup is starting? Because if it starts later, we might be able to join.
We can do some of those. Yeah, we can do some of those.
Hell yeah! So we should go watch some Team Ignite.
Oh, it doesn't start for
Shout
like
out
2.5
to
hours. Oh, yes, sweet. Okay, alright, in which case we're casting. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Echo Combat cast that has now become inter-region. We are casting all the matches today, and that's going to be like 4 hours. Okay, right. Christ.
I mean, we reserve the right to like drop out when we're just kind of. I mean, I don't know if you saw the. No, it hasn't been uploaded yet. The Combat Cup, the first Combat Cup that was ever casted. That was 8 hours.
Oh god.
And,
okay, right. Yeah.
I made the mistake of not dropping out.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
was a
well,
wreck.
we reserve the right to stop casting if we are dead, because we've already done like 6 hours of casting. So that said, I'm gonna go ahead and sign us up for more combat for North America because I'm keen to that. Hopefully we're gonna see this cup kind of speeding up a little bit. I imagine we'll probably take a break in between the two then if it is gonna be 2.5 hours. So, but I'm keen. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I can actually go get some food and then this balances that well. Okay, cool.
Okay,
Never mind.
yeah.
Internal monologue.
We got this. But just to kind of piggyback on something you said earlier, if you wanna get some money, maybe win for some money, go play combat. And you know what you should do? You should make a team. And now I'm gonna tell you the most important part of your team and how you should create that. It's your name. And I have been thinking a lot about this because I saw Ouroboros is in here today. And Ouroboros they're a good team, but it's a terrible name. Please change it. And I'm gonna tell you how to change it. So it's a system I've invented called Babada. And it's not the best name for a naming system, I know. But it's essentially how do you need this name to sound? And it doesn't need to necessarily mean anything. It's just when you say it, it needs to follow a Babada. As in, that's very easy to say. Da-da-da. For instance, Aftershock. Babada. Team Gravity. Babada. You know...
Wait, I'm confused. Say that again? Like, just remind me through it again? What is this rule set?
So, it's essentially, you kind of break down whatever name you have into its core, into the structure. So, let's say, the old Echo Arena team Aftershock. That is da-da-da. Aftershock. Da-da-da. Team Gravity. Gravity. Da-da-da. Or
you mean chant-wise, right? So like,
or Backlash. It's Baba. It's easy to say. It flows really well.
Okay,
instead of Ouroboros, which is
Ouroboros. Yeah.
So that's
because everyone's just like, seriously, if Ouroboros make it to a LAN, everyone's just gonna be shouting oral like on the sidelines.
Yes,
like that's what will end up happening. I'm sorry, or no. So, but regardless, I think Babada or 1-2, like you do rather than 3. You've got da.
Yeah.
So like that works as well.
It
really
needs to just flow easily, and you can use the Babada as a sort of like just stripping all the meaning and all the letters and all the things away, and just how does it sound, and can you chant it easily, and can, for instance, now I'm not biased in this, but can a caster say it easily? Because Ouroboros is horrible to say. Please change your name, Ouroboros. I like your team, but god damn it.
Okay, from now on I'm just going to start calling them Oral as my protest to their name. So, I'm sorry, Ouroboros, but you're called Oral now. It's just...
Oral. It flows. It's good.
It's better. Oh god, that sounds so bad. Alright.
Oh man, but yeah, go change. But go create a team. Go make a name that's good and easy to say for someone that needs to say it fast. I'm not gonna tell you who that might be, but we're sitting right here. So please go do that. Okay, let's see. So I think leave the poor guys alone. I mean, it is a cool name. Ouroboros is a cool name. Let's not get that wrong. It's just difficult to say.
It's not bullying. I mean, oral doesn't have any necessary negative connotations. If anything, it's positive connotations. So,
It just means mouth. Come on, guys.
yeah, exactly. Like you put food in there. I mean, you're generally
Lots of stuff
happy when
in
you've
there.
had food. Like I
drink.
don't know. I feel like it's not a necessarily negative thing.
It's what you
However,
use to swallow the things you drink. It's good.
Yeah.
Well, that would be a throat.
yeah.
God damn it.
Hey, we are experts at backpedaling. That's what we do most. Okay.
That's yeah.
Unless it's 2-2, he just doubles down. Like he just he is. Everyone
true.
comes up to him, he's like, okay.
He doesn't open a door and then looks in. He bolts closed one door and then just picks one and goes with that.
Yeah. He runs
not
through the
going
door like guns blazing. Yeah. Anyway, right. Meanwhile, I'm like, okay, ignore me for a moment. You take control because I'm just posting this on Twitter that we're going ahead with this.
Great. Insert backpedaling here. We would never. Now, I know we've just said we're the experts at it, but we would never. So, we are just waiting for our last game to finish up here. The last game, of course, is between Spastic Crabs and Ouroboros. There we go, Sin of Pride. So, for the one that we did not have the scores for before, that was Blast versus Toxic Units. Again, we're not too sure who these people actually are, because a lot of new teams have been created for combat, since combat and Echo Arena are of course on two different days, so it's a lot easier to play in both. And we talked extensively about that, and extensively about how playing in both might be a good thing, playing in both might be a bad thing. There might be some things here. This is the first. I think this is the first VR ESL kind of league season where we actually get to test that out. At least with as close together as these two games are. Because let's be honest, Combat and Arena are not that different.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I feel like at face value they're not different. However, like how you actually play these games, as someone that played Echo
That is
Arena
very
for 2
different.
seasons back at the top level, it is drastically different. Like I don't know. It's so much about strategy and team play and stuff that is vastly different in terms of how it works to Echo Arena. So, although, and I've said this before, I've said this multiple times, but I think this season it's going to be really interesting because we're going to see some teams attempting to do both games, I believe.
Yeah, I think
teams,
we discussed that before. I think it's probably Kang and Eclipse.
Yeah, well, actually, it would be really interesting. Have you actually checked the North American Cup, or Eclipse signed up for it? Are they going for
You know
it?
what? We'll check
This is
that
official
right
now. This is official, right? Like, if they signed up for it now, then that's them going for it. Like, they're gonna do it. So
I mean, come on. I mean, they gotta do it.
I feel like they're gonna, but I feel like
Gonna have to.
okay. So they're not signed up yet. So Kangarillas are signed up.
Yet. Ooh.
But they're not signed up yet. So
Well, I mean, Kangaroos was kind of. I expected that.
No, Kangaroos was like I was speaking to Strem. I've spoken to Strem a couple times, like since OC5, and like every time he's been like, we're going to do both. Like he's like been pretty adamant that they're going to be doing both. So I'm not too surprised that Kang are going for it. I feel like I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting because like even the Echo Arena scene in North America over the last like couple months has just like not necessarily grown like much. There's been like Eclipse have taken time out, Kang's taken time out, so everyone's kind of coming back to it really kind of raw. Whereas Europe's been very much on it like the entire off season. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it all pans out. Like I'm really like seriously North America, like Europe. I think we've still got a lot of like standard stuff because everyone's still playing. We still know how it works, but I mean at the same time, I feel like North America is going to be so much of a toss-up to some respect in terms of which teams are going to do well, which teams aren't, which teams are splitting, which aren't, which are dedicated. Like, it's going to be a bit mad, I think.
It looks like Lemming and Palador have signed up for a different team. Cognitive deficiency. That's. I can tell you about cognitive deficiencies.
Lemming, Palador, Charizard, and Getsu.
And serve
Interesting.
error. Who's that? Or is that just a server error?
Yeah. That's
It's actually
really
a player. Okay.
So we are still waiting. Just to be clear, we're still waiting on results from the. Oh no, the results are in. We're on round 2. Never mind. Blast and Spastic Crabs have gone through 2-0 both of those games. So we're getting straight into round 2. We need to try and get to a game. Brick.
Let's get in there pretty class.
Okay, right. Let's.
Team Gravity versus Blast. I actually wanted to see that, so let's just get in there.
Okay, cool.
I will see if this works. If this doesn't work, then I will need you to also spam them. Hey, Flesh! Or Ducky? I don't know if I'm...
Are you talking to them in game?
I think I don't know if I'm still muted. If I'm not still muted again, can you invite me?
I can't hear anything.
Oh wait, you're still in there. Oh, good.
Oh, we're still in the game. Oh, are we still in that party? Although
Okay.
I've definitely been
Can
kicked
you hear
from
me now?
AFK.
Nope. We can't hear you. Oh well, we'll go in.
I have definitely been kicked from AFK. Okie dokie diddly
I'm trying to mime it.
Now. Yeah.
I'm slightly concerned as to what you're using to mime it.
Just my hands. What? I think things are good. They can't hear me. I think there's a slight bug with the muting yourself and then unmuting yourself. But I'll just stay in here. And things should be good. Oh wait, T-Bot's playing? Oh. I didn't know that.
Tutorial, yeah, he subbed in last second. I don't know who. So what is actually the team composition for Blurst?
3 rounds?
Blur. Yeah.
How do you even work out who won?
So obviously we've got, believe, Boop, Lego, Nilly, and Tutorial.
Yeah.
Boop, Lego, Gecko, Nilly, Tutorial. Okay, right, cool. But who are the actually 4 that are playing? Is Boop playing today?
He joined the... Oh, damn. He joined the party. Are you in the party?
I'm not in the party, no.
Damn. You can use the old invite.
Oh, right, yeah, I'm going to do that now. Actually, 2 seconds. BRB.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we are going into our thing here. Oh. I mean, the friends list is loading a lot quicker. So thank you for that, Brad. But oh, this needs to be fixed. There we go. So I think we can do this. Get in here. So it looks like it's Tutorial Bot, Lone Gecko, Boop, and Lego versus Ducky, Flush, Devil, Stoty. That is Blast with a exclamation mark. There we go. So we're just getting people in here. Jesse's in there as well. Things are great. Things are going fantastic. That's what I usually say to myself before things completely fall apart. But not this time. This time things are actually going great. So we'll switch the overlay over to the wonderfully beautiful overlay that someone has made. That someone is Jesse. Wait, Spastic one would... Oh, I didn't actually see that.
What happened?
Important. Spastic Crabs won against Ouroboros.
Oh, interesting.
That's interesting. So we are starting our round here. This is going to be an interesting match, even though Blast are not known for playing as much combat. Most of them, Gecko and Idolego, play the most combat of everyone on that team. T-Bot and Boop are not the most keen on it, but they do play a little bit, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So,
yes, really
Amok.
interesting. So yeah, I think we're going to be seeing, I imagine in this instance, Gecko basically trying to orchestrate the others into trying to come out with kind of the team playing strategy that they're looking to implement. So I think it looks like they are running Novas? 4 Novas. Okay, so we're seeing 4 Novas out from them, and they're all camping inside the tunnels. So it looks like they're going for a pretty set strategy of more or less like slightly different variation on how V Respawn like to play this, which is basically hide in the tunnels and lock that down and don't let anyone out. which would be interesting because Amok are the only team that's actually seemed to have a counter for that, which is the team that, or not Amok, sorry, I gotta get used to this. Team Gravity is the only team that is kind of used to that. So okay, so they're going to cap, which is, I mean, a cap is great, but for anyone that understands Echo Combat will know that if you have a cap and then fight, your respawn timer is double. So that's the exact time you don't want to fight, which is interesting. So we're seeing an initial kill coming out here from Gravity. There's going to be a respawn coming in. Oh, big fighting in the tunnel going on though. Tutorial getting instantly taken down. Double going low. He's going to also get taken down. Boop's also going low. Lego's going out as well. So it's going to be a decent fight here for Gravity. And it's looking really close. So I can't quite tell if anyone's... Okay, so we're going to see, yeah, Gecko getting taken out again. So Gravity got a comfortable point hold on there. Going to be taking almost 50% of the point at this time. So we're seeing Blurst moving in pretty early here, trying to contest the point. I'm not sure how I feel about this, given that as soon as they cap that point, they no longer want to fight. So they're not capping the point, actually. They are holding off from it slightly. Looking to try to get an interesting surround here through the tunnels. So interesting to see how this plays off. Good game so far, though.
It's kind of interesting. I think what we see from Blurst here is a lot of the mistakes that we saw in the early stages of Echo Combat. And I think it just comes down to they haven't played it that much. But Team Gravity is playing.
I'm still doing it. Okay, I'm still doing it myself.
We'll be doing that a little bit, even though we do have the manager for them here. But you know, that's how things are. Oh, so they're going to try and push in here.
So it's even I'm not used to it yet.
Yeah, it's been like a week too. Oh my God, Gravity's just holding on to their best.
Yeah,
they are. I mean, that's kind of why they're in the top.
The problem is, I think, and as we kind of mentioned this in the previous round, I mean, all the players individually on Blast team are good. Like, I mean, you've even got Boop in there, who's from our Echo Arena team. Gecko, who's individually a very good combat player. Same with Lego. And obviously Tutorial subbing in, who's kind of a long-standing Echo Arena player. Like, individually, they're all good players. I mean, whether or not they think they're good players at combat, I'd still say they're in the kind of the top general percentage if you're looking at pub players and things like that. That said, however, team play in combat is absolutely vital. Like, pushing and pulling as a team, making team plays, rotations, and doing it without even necessarily having to communicate a lot of the time is absolutely vital in this game. So being able to play on a regular basis as a team, like as a set team, is a vastly different metric to playing individually and then kind of coming together in this format. So yeah, we're seeing some interesting pushing and pulling here. We're seeing Blast coming in quite slow through the tunnels. Again, 4 Novas from Blast, all healing. I think I can also see 2... What are those grenades? What's those grenades? Is that? No. What's this? So we've got 1 stun grenade and 3 arc mines.
No. Those are the detonators, the standard grenades that you throw out and explode. Oh, Boop going in for a shot there. Unfortunately, gets killed out, and everyone's on the point from Team Blast, but they are just getting destroyed. Boop, I think, yeah, he's chosen to not respawn yet, which is probably a good idea since he will get nothing from it other than getting killed.
Yeah, they also, actually, something that wasn't great there is they also all used all of their tacticals at the same time. I think with the aim of trying to get an insta-kill, but obviously it didn't really come off in the way they'd hoped. Usually if you throw like 1 or 2 detonators at an individual, you can usually insta-kill them alongside grenades. So we're seeing Boot coming out with a Comet here. Now, he actually did a really good job with the Comet at IEM, so I'm glad to see him switching over to that. However, the rest of the team are getting picked off one by one here. Some Nova fights going off on a round, but yeah, it's just...
It's still 3 Novas. I mean, Dyson is a pretty good map for Nova, but it's not a combustion. Nova and combustion is kind of... It's kind of a win button, almost.
Yeah, exactly. Nova on combustion is vastly different from Nova on Dyson, because Dyson, you can just, if you're the other team and they're getting on you, you can just run away. Like, you've got a huge open space you can just run away from. And unless you're running things like Pulsar, which we're now seeing from Tutorial Bot, which is a good pickup from him, unless you have Pulsar to punish those open air plays, it's really hard to do. But we've now got Comet and Pulsar coming out from Blast, which I like this setup. This is a good setup. They're doing quite a lot of damage here. Derval and Flush going low. Blast sitting with a pretty good amount of health. Gravity moving out, and Derval's going to get taken out. Lovely little grenade there coming through from Blast. I'm not sure exactly who made that pick, but it was a really nice one. Going to be taking the point here. Going to be getting some damage in as well. We're seeing long-range damage coming in from Gravity, though, and they're going to be getting eliminations, and that's 2 eliminations from Gravity. And that's with Blast having captured the point, so This is looking like another good offense from Gravity here, and unfortunately, pushing Blast off the point, this could be the win if they don't contest this. They've got to contest it now. 5% left, and he's going to get someone on the point, and he gets taken out straight away, unfortunately. So it is going to be a 2-0 win for Gravity.
That is a really, I mean, well, wait, Stody killed himself. Oh, I want to say well played for Blast. I'm gonna say Blast, basically. But I think they played the wrong map there. I hope they kind of stay on the Novas now that we're going to Combustion.
Yeah,
that would work a lot better.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree. I think they actually had the build they had for that map works a lot better for Combustion than I think it does for Dyson. So, it looks like they're switching server. Are they? Are they switching servers?
Yeah. Well, we have to
Okay, cool.
change map. Oh, there we go.
Oh yes, sorry. Of course, you can't change map whilst in the game. Yeah.
No worries.
So,
No, you have to not be on Novas for any longer than like the first
work. It can work in specific situations. I mean, if you look at what V Respawn does with 2 Novas and 2 Meteors, that does work really well. And there's definitely ways to. There are ways to. I mean, there are ways to make it work, but I think that strategy specifically that V Respawn implements is largely down to the Meteors as well. Like, that's the key thing. They have a mix-up of Novas and Meteors, and then they hold those chokes, and then basically prevent any team from fighting them in those chokes, and they force you to kind of come to them. So it works that way, but yeah, 4 Novas is a really tough one to make work. At least, I mean, there are probably ways to make it work, but we just haven't seen them yet.
Yeah. Oh. There we go. Oh, this new chair is killing me. There we go. Things are good. So, of course, for anyone that doesn't know, every first map is always Dyson, every second map is always Combustion, so that is why we're seeing Combustion now.
Oh, is it
Dyson
then coin
first.
toss for the third? Okay, yeah, okay.
What, sorry?
Is it coin toss for the third map then?
No,
if it goes
it's
to 3
Dyson
games?
for the third.
Oh, Dyson for the third. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So Dyson, Combustion, Dyson. Okay, that's cool. I like that format. That's a good. I mean, that's a good solution. We've done similar things in the past, but I think it's been coin flip before.
It's been coin flip for.
Yeah.
It was basically
was
coin
like
flip,
a
and you could choose the first map every time. You could choose the second map every
Yeah.
time, but we ended up with Dyson Combustion every time. Like that was just how it was. And since there's no payload,
Because everyone likes Dyson.
yeah, everyone likes Dyson, and Dyson is
Everyone's like Dyson's the best.
it's a wonderful map. I love it.
Oh, it's seriously. I think. I mean, for me personally, I think Dyson just is the prime example of the perfect kind of echo combat fighting arena, essentially. I think obviously we're seeing changes now to Combustion, which is adding up a lot of a more kind of open space, essentially. I think, as far as I'm based on the feedback I've had from people that have been trying out testing, I know there's a lot of kind of mixed opinions on it. But that said, I think that it is going to be any change up. I think to what it is right now is going to be quite good. As you'll see in this game that we're playing on right now, that point is is a fortress, essentially, right? It is really, really hard to break that point on attack. So if you're the enemy team and you're kind of defending it, you've just captured it, you're in a really strong position if you could set up correctly. So, and I think we've seen that from North America. They've done the best at doing that so far. We've seen a little bit of that from Europe, not as much as I think anyone else. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how these teams fight against this. We're seeing 3 Pulsars and a Nova coming out from Blast, and we're seeing 3 Novas and a Comet coming out from Gravity. So a bit of an interesting mix-up here.
Oh, they are going for
really
it
aggressive.
Instantly. Holy shit!
Yeah. Oh man, how much I would have wanted a grenade or a Nova there. Meteor right there.
A Meteor would have killed it.
So good.
That would have been very, very great. But Stody being very, very low on health, being a little bit too aggressive here. It does end out that either Lego gets killed out. Stody's just behind cover, so he has a little bit of time. It's 3 versus 4 right now. But they are healing up. The point has not yet opened. It will open now, so they have a pretty good opening start here. Ducky gets killed out. Tutorbot is very, very low. He does go back. Probably a wise decision, but still, as you said before, this is a fortress. You're going to have a lot of trouble getting in there, especially when Tutorbot gets killed out. Ooh, Stody kills himself again. He's been doing that quite a lot recently. Again, it's still 3v3.
good little push here from Blast. They are going to get on the point, which is exactly the kind of power position you want to be in, unless you get pushed off a bit like they are now. No, they are going to. Looks like they are going to be able to take this. Maybe this is just an ongoing fight here. One thing I actually do want to mention is that they were actually able to contest that point for a great deal of that fighting, regardless of whether or not they win it right now, which does mean that Gravity wasn't actually able to take much from that. So they're only able to get 24% on the board, even though that was quite a large amount of time that was on the clock for that when they had the point. So they're going to take this now. So now, knowing Amok, this is the bit they struggle with, right? Being able to break this map at this point is what they have struggled with in the past, so it'll be really interesting to see if they can do anything right. Flush going low and getting taken out straight away. Gecko, an answer back from Gravity coming in. Boop's going to be low, but he is not going to get damaged enough. Healing's now coming in from Blast. Stoty going very low and is going to get taken out. Yes, we're seeing kind of Gravity getting mopped up here with those pulsars. A huge amount of damage coming through. So really at this point, I feel like we're going to want to see something other than Novas coming out from Gravity, because they're getting punished at the mid-range, which is not really helping them. We're seeing Stoty switching over to a pulsar now, which I do like. I still think the 2 shotguns aren't really going to be helpful here. I do really like the setup from Blast though. Like Blast are doing a really good job right now.
They are, I mean, they're holding it surprisingly well, and they aren't holding it in a style that we've seen before, because they're not very aggressive. They just sort of hold back and have a lot of covering pulsar fire. Oh, the one comes in here. Oh, he does get the pick out. I don't actually know who that is. He gets picked out, and that opens up for the rest of the people coming in. It's 2v2 right now. So let's see if Gecko gets Stoty here.
The healing coming through is huge.
And Flush gets killed out in the last second. Yeah, 93% already for Blast. That is interesting.
Yeah, and they're gonna take the first round. I mean, this is a map that Amok have struggled with religiously. So I'm not surprised that we're seeing them drop a map here. Blast, really good setup. 4 pulsars, running healing on all 4 members. All 4 members running detonator, and they're just able to kind of comfortably sit on the point. Honestly, I think this map works so well for the mid-range weaponry, like Pulsar, that works both close and mid-range. There isn't that much long range on this map, so kind of like Pulsars just work well. Honestly, I don't like the 3 Nova setup from Gravity here. I mean, I would prefer Meteors. Meteors will also work better, but I mean, yeah, I'm not convinced on the Amok setup for this map, unfortunately. I'm gonna keep calling them Amok, aren't I?
Gravity.
Gravity setup on this map. It's weird. It's just weird. I'm just gonna.
Gravity, the team formerly known as Amok.
Yes.
It's kind of weird, yeah. But
yes.
They've set up in a triple stack here. I'm not actually too keen on that. They have changed to a meteor though.
Really
That's gonna.
They are looking to get really aggressive. Okay, I like this. No, I take it back. If you're gonna play that style, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
like, that's
very
actually
aggressive.
that is how they took this map against V Respawn and the cup like the other
there we
week.
go.
That was actually how they did it. They got really aggressive. That is how you play triple Nova comp. That's absolutely fine. Okay, I take it back. They can run it if they do that. The problem is they have to keep doing that now. They can't just do it and then sit on the point and try and hold it normally. They've got to keep doing that over and over again. That's the difference.
They do have quite a big potential to hold this now that they have one meteor and 3 novas. It is quite a well defensible map. What is happening here? Just the pulsars are just dominating. I think we might have a new sort of meta emerging just from that. We had Lego going in with a
Lego just single wiped like 3 people there.
Yeah,
I just want to point out, like, a couple of his teammates took some people low, but then Lego just basically individually went round from behind and wiped them after going through low. So yeah, coming back to what I said before, like, Amok tried to hold on to the point then again. Like, as I said before, if they want to run that triple Nova comp, they've got to keep getting aggressive and in their face, like they're just doing there. Like I was just saying.
God,
they get the point.
I think that's the fastest wipe we've seen ever. That was 1.5 seconds, I think.
Yeah, that was fast. Okay, right, that's how you play double Nova, okay? That's how you do it.
Yeah, go and get the kills.
They just gotta keep doing that. They just gotta keep doing that over and over again. And this is what I mean. Like, now they need to do it again. Right, they're doing it again. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see.
Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, god damn this camera sometimes. Oh, but Stoty gets Turbo, Lone Gecko gets Ducky, so it's a 2v2. Now it's a 3v1. Sorry, a 2v1. as someone gets killed on point. So actually, Team Gravity is they are just struggling and struggling. I think what this shows is that North America is not necessarily the best on combustion. AMOG is just struggling really, really hard.
I think generally speaking, this map is like just very defensively heavy, very defensively orientated, and AMOG, they're trying to run an aggressive approach here, which has been able to unlock the point a few times, but with the right defense, basically it kind of comes down to, can the defenders answer it? Because if the defenders can answer it, the attack's in a really bad spot, essentially.
Yeah.
It's just, having a really aggressive push here coming out from AMOG. Going to be trying to get, and just, they're getting jumped on as much as they are jumping on other people, right? So they're getting some good fights here and there, but just nothing that's good enough to really solidify their position on the point. Now, respawn times are going to be helpful here, but because the respawns on this map are so far away, it doesn't mean anywhere near as much as it does on Dyson. Like, it's way less of a consideration. 96% I think they're going to be able to get on the point. They are going to have someone on the point straight away. They are going to be taken out. Both 1-for-1 trades so far. Boop's going really low. Boop's also going to be taken out, so this is looking good for Gravity. They just need to convert these last kills. We've got Gecko on the point. He's going to get taken out. Lego, who's also pushing, is also going to be taken out, I believe, running in over. No, sorry, he's just respawned in. So we're going to be seeing Gravity. Yeah, we're going to be seeing Gravity coming in now. Hopefully, one of them's going to be able to pop a heal here. I mean, they've got heal up. It's up. Okay, no, they're just going to let it heal automatically. So
they're just going to let it heal. But we have seen a weird thing, which is not that many insta heals.
And 2 picks coming in for Gravity. This is looking good for them. They might be able to take this second map. And it's looking good. A last-minute recovery from Gravity there. And, that
was last minute, because they were beat on a lot of that. I mean, this was not the stomp we saw in the first, because it wasn't a stomp in the Dyson map, but it was still a lot more convincing than this was. This was kind of grabbing onto anything they hope.
Yep.
And I think this harkens back to what we said in the Payload Cup when we had that, in where in this game, in Echo Combat, you cannot, it's actually a bad idea to wait for an opportunity. You have to take it.
You have to be very decisive.
Yeah, every single second matters, and it matters actually a little bit more than in Arena, because then there's a set length here. But if you get 100% now, the game's over. You don't have any opportunity to take it back.
Exactly.
So you have to take the opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. It's self-initiated. Like, the fact is that it's the first team to 100%. There isn't a set timer. You just have to basically, whichever team wins, gets it. So because that's there, it's so much more of a time-critical game in terms of implementing strategies immediately. So you have to, as we saw there from Gravity that worked really well, they're going to run multiple Novas. They need to get super aggressive and on the other team. I'm liking this shield play that's coming out from Flush here, actually. I do really like this from him. I think this is great, and I want to see more of this. We're seeing Gecko going really low here, Tutorial going half health. They're going to be quite low. Tutorial going low again. I think we're seeing the Meteor coming out from Blush doing a lot of damage. And we're going to see Meteor go into the choke. And that is a full team wipe there. Blast pulling back to a choke point when Flush is running a Meteor is like a free pass for Flush. Like, that is dangerous. A dangerous game to play.
Whew. That was pretty good, and they have shown that they kind of know a little bit more what to do. They had a little bit of a get together before they got into this round. I don't know if you saw, but I think they sort of had a little bit more of they knew what to do here, and they are showing it as that is already 60%.
This is I like this setup from Gravity. To be fair, I think this is actually the first good defensive setup they have had on this point. They waited to see where they were going to be pressured from. They looked to, as soon as they felt the pressure from that side, where Blast had rotated round 2, they were able to kind of position themselves well and able to take them out before they were able to contest the point. Blast, I feel like they have done really well by having someone flanking, and as we're seeing, I think we're seeing Lego going a really wide flank here. So this is the kind of setup from Blast where they have a really good chance of taking the point.
Yeah, they are just going at it, going to get any kills as possible. They are getting a lot of kills, but still a lot of Team Gravity is still up. It is 2v2 now. 2 have spawned in. They are going to go in just in a bit, but that does not matter when you are not in the point and it is this close to 100%. just I think we've seen that before. Just baiting people out of the point so they cannot contest, and therefore getting just the last few percentage points that you need is pretty good. That's a pretty good strategy. It seems to work.
Yeah, and I think people were talking about in Twitch chat at the moment, like why run the shield as well. And I think it's not just the shield can get taken out quite quickly if you're running if the enemy team are running full pulse, running 3 or 4 pulsars. But the point is, in those fights when he was using the shield, that draws a huge amount of fire. If 4 members in the other enemy team are having to focus fire the shield down, they're not shooting the other people that are firing at them. So that's the thing. I think because there's nothing else in this game that allows you to basically create a huge target that all the enemies could focus on. So it's as much as a distraction as it is a tool to be able to get in a good position and actually kind of soak up some damage. So I think it actually worked out there. I think quite nicely. I mean, yes, it didn't. It could have. There are other potential combos you could use, but I actually really like the implementation of that, and it was a different approach, which I think in that last game we saw. Kind of Gravity kind of having a really good kind of setup on that. Blast, I felt like they had a good opportunity at the very end. I liked the big flank from Lego, but unfortunately they jumped onto the point in the face of a team that was running 3 Novas, which is like, I mean, the crossfire from 3 Novas on the point alone is dangerous, because even if you don't get shot directly, there's a good chance you get shot by either the splash damage or an indirect shot that misses. Like with that much going on the point, it's just a ball of death essentially when you're on there and there's that many Novas. So yeah, it's I think we saw a good map there coming out at the end. I was impressed by Blast Load. Like they did a really good job on that.
They did, and I think that's credit to both Lego and Gecko. All of them are pretty good players, but Lego and Gecko both play a lot, and I have played a little bit with Gecko. He is a pretty good player. Not only in the sort of strategic region, he's also a pretty good just individual player. So I think that's very well done to them.
Yeah. So I think that's 2-0, is it? So that's that game.
That is
done,
that game done. Yeah.
Cool, so that's round 2 complete. So we'll just find out.
Round 2. There's still a little bit of time left, while there's a little bit of time left, I will go take care of something real quick.
Okay, no worries.
So please, now, Jesse, let's say somebody wants to go to the qualifiers or compete in a LAN environment. How would you do that in the Disney format?
Well, Malara, what I can tell you is that anyone interested in competing in Echo Combat, Echo Arena, Space Junkies, or Onward can register on the VR League site or the ESL sites. All you need to do is go on the ESL Play. Just Google ESL Play, you'll find it, and register for any of those games. You've got team games with Echo Combat, Echo Arena, Onward, which is a 5v5 shooter, and then you've also got Space Junkies, which is a 2 versus 2, which will be really fun. That game came out, I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago now. The open beta was out since the 20th, I believe, possibly. I'm not sure, don't quote me on the date. But that is actually out, and you can go play that today, I think, for free right now. So definitely worth going and testing that. The first competitive version of that will be going live tomorrow. So it's going to be really fun to see how that shapes up. I've been able to jump on it myself, play a little bit. Looks like it's quite a lot of fun. It's quite different from how Echo Combat and Echo Arena works. I'm not sure I like the movement system as much. That said, I love the weapons. I think the weapons work really well in it, and kind of it just generally works out quite nicely. So I feel like it's a great game. Definitely go try it out. It's still open beta until the 26th. 26th is it? I think. Wait, it might be the 26th or the 24th when the beta finishes. Does the beta, because it's open beta right now, so anyone can go try it for free.
Yeah.
But does the open beta finish on the 26th or the 24th?
Let's
might
see.
finish tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll need to double check on that. But yeah, anyone interested in getting involved in the VR League and earning some of that Zuck bucks, getting some of that sweet Oculus dollar, which is a good chance. I mean, if you're looking at the team, like we take Echo Combat today for an example, there are 2 kind of long-standing European combat teams. We saw them, 2 of those. Well, we've seen Gravity playing here today. However, that means there are 6 brand new teams that are playing in the cup today, because there are 8 teams for Europe. So that's 8 new teams. I mean, a lot of them are Echo Arena vets, so there is that. But that said, there is a good chance to get some of that Zuck bucks now. So like, it's one of those. times that if you want to get into VR League, you want to make some money, you want to get involved in teams. There are 8 teams in total, but there were 2 teams until last week. There's only one really long time team. Yeah, you're very much right. Right.
Team
But
Gravity, not
Yeah.
A-Mark.
no, no, I'm gonna get there eventually. I'm still getting used to it. This is the first time they've played since they joined, so it's I'm getting used to the new name, slowly but steadily.
There we go.
But yeah, so anyone interested in getting involved in VR League, go Google VR League or Google ESL Play, and you can register, find it. If you want to find teams and players, go to the Discords, the Echo Arena or Echo VR Discord, or the Onward Discord, or the VR League Discord. I mean, any of the Discords really. Tons of people there looking for teams and players, and just people that want to scrim and all the rest of it. So go check it out, because could be making some sweet dollar and playing games. Basically getting paid to play games. I mean, like, it's a dream situation, right?
Well, what can I say? I had a joke here, but I'm trying to. God, okay, just don't mind me. Don't mind me. don't mind me. I'm just here.
No, it's fine. So we are currently waiting to get into the next round of the Echo Combat Cup.
We are. I'm not too sure. Oh, have a little bit of dancing here
so-
from T-Bot. So let's see here. What we have: Spastic Crabs won. Oh, sorry, they lost to Floaters Unite, which is interesting.
So my cup page isn't updating, which is really annoying.
Mine isn't either. I don't think they've updated it yet. But we know that Team Gravity.
You can check the team. Yeah, you can check the team matches results. So Team Gravity win 2-0. We're seeing Spastic Crabs going. Oh, Floaters Unite going 2-0 against Spastic. Against Spastic Crabs. So I think next game we're going to be seeing. So this is the next one will be actually our last, not just for Europe.
Yeah. This will be the next one will be the last one for anyone that's just joined and is wondering why there's only 3 rounds here. It's because the last round will be played tomorrow, and it will be streamed. I think 2 of the matches will be streamed on the official ESL stream. I don't know where that is though.
They haven't told us yet.
There we go.
We've been denied information.
We unfortunately do not have the information to share with you.
No, we have been intentionally denied information, Lara. don't try and sugarcoat this, okay? They won't tell us where it will.
I'm the sweetest boy in the world. I will sugarcoat anything I say. Okay. That sounds weird.
Yeah, that's yeah. Anyway,
I found a
really
good joke.
Dash. I need some time to acquire to this new AMOC to Gravity situation. This is the first time they've played since they joined, so I'm getting used to this. Yeah, since the incident. Since it happened. So I'm getting used to it, but
I mean, I'm you know what? Okay.
Yeah, so that's how you get diabetes. Oh god.
Oh man. Well, I mean,
Hey guys.
There we go. So I hope you enjoyed that joke. that was
I need to. That's how I need to finish every joke in future. Just like any joke I make, it's like, well, I hope everyone enjoyed that joke. That's my piece for the day. Goodbye.
I'll be here all week. I have a little bit of a form. If you could fill that out and share your enjoyment with me, I would be very pleased.
Yeah, if you could rate my joke on a scale of 10 to 10, I would appreciate that. But yeah, anyway, so we are currently waiting to get results for Combat Pussycats versus Ouroboros, or Oral, as they are more recently known. Team Enix VR versus what?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, right. Enix VR versus Toxic Units, which we are also waiting on the results for. Now, just to bear in mind, although we have been watching the games 2-0, the games we've been watching have gone 2-0, in that Gravity have been able to sweep those two games to 0. That does mean that the other games may not be going 2-0. So they would be going to a third map right now. We don't know. It could be that or technical issues. So the other games are just running on a little bit longer. So we're just going to wait for those to finish up before we go into the final round for Europe of Echo Combat.
Yeah. And it does sound like that we are going to be watching some of the North American rounds too. I think we'll probably be going for a little bit of Team Ignite there, just because RoboCrater's in chat and he's cool.
Definitely. No, I'm
So
keen.
I
Ignite have actually set up their Facebook page and everything else as well. So,
Oh.
yeah, they've done their social. They've done their work. They've done their homework.
And they were
So-
also one of the 4 contenders, we said. Because last time, if you don't know,
Oh,
last
yeah.
time we set up 4 North American contenders for who would go to like the qualifiers. And the 4 contenders were Team Ignite, Kangaroos, Eclipse, and V Respawn.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I think... Now, I think Kang has a pretty good... I mean, they all have a pretty good...
Well, the problem will
Team.
be, and I think this will be the case. 2 of those teams are not dedicated to Echo Combat. They are
Yeah.
Echo Arena players that are also playing Combat. Now, as we've seen in the recent cups and matches with the Pizza League, some of the top teams are a little bit rusty at the moment. So
Just a tiny
it's
bit.
just a little bit rusty. So
Tiny bit.
the problem I think we'll see as the season progresses is Europe has been pretty much like completely ham on Echo Arena, and I think we're seeing some of the Echo Arena players coming in to play Combat today, but because they haven't really given any time to it, you're kind of seeing the results of that in some of the play. Doesn't mean we get some close matches. I think we just saw Blast, which is kind of made up of, I would say, kind of largely the top echelons of European Echo Arena players. So we're seeing some of that today, but
And
that
Lego.
said, yeah, although you say Eclipse doesn't have a combat team, however, 2 of their members are playing in a team, which is actually 66% of Eclipse is playing. So although they haven't got
Yeah.
the Simeon playing, which could just be a weekly thing, we don't know, they are still playing in that. So we do, although Eclipse aren't in there in full capacity, there is 2 of their members, and I think the problem we're going to see is it's going to be really hard. In my opinion, it's going to be very hard to keep up with both. So I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see. But that said, we've got 4 teams, 2 of which also play Echo Arena to some extent as our top 2. So I think Ignite have a good chance, right? I honestly think I just think they have a really good shot, and I think V Respawn are easily the best at the moment. By a decent way. They've had some pretty good strategies in place. They're comfortably #1 spot, I would say, in North America right now. Kangaroos have contested them to some extent. Ignite have come up and actually done a really good job in some of the recent tournaments. So I'm really interested to see how Ignite kind of grow and develop, because I think as well, as far as I'm aware, they didn't compete in the top level for Echo Arena. So I also love to see new names coming up as well, which is fantastic. So I'm really excited and glad to see they've also come up and are kind of actually going for it as well, which is good.
Can I just interject here a little bit that we have all
Yeah.
the results for round 2. So, for anyone that doesn't know, Team Enix VR lost to Toxic Units 0-2. Team Gravity won against Blast 2-0. Spastic Crabs lost to Floaters Unite 0-2, and Combat Pussycats lost to Euroboros 0-2.
Oral, you mean? Yeah.
Oral, of course. The Pussycats lost to Oral 0-2.
Oh god, no! I'm just realized.
I saw Nada in chat. What can I say?
Okay, yeah. So it's Nada's fault. We can still blame Nada. She's in just by proximity.
It was like half an hour ago, but yeah, it's not his fault. There we go. So we should be going into round 3 at any moment now, and then I'll just figure out actually the exact time for the start of the North American Cup.
Yeah, I think I had it up.
Yeah, it's 22, so it's in 1.5 hours.
Ah,
So
sweet, food time.
Yeah, so I think what we're gonna do is that we're gonna have this on a sort of a standby until that. We will announce the stream again in a Discord somewhere. Anyone that wants to watch, just watch. We're probably gonna be starting a little bit before 22. Or
It's gonna be
1.5
spicy.
hours.
Oh man, I'm so excited for the cup now. I'm so hyped.
Great.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
And you know what I have to do afterwards?
What?
I have
Sleep?
to go watch the Northern Lights, which apparently are visible in Denmark. For some
That's
reason.
cool. That's
Really
nice.
It's
Yeah,
coming
that is
into
very
my-
cool.
And I have the highest point in the city I live in, just in my backyard.
What? Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
I'm pretty jealous of that.
I mean, it.
Wait,
no,
wait, shit. Sorry. Do we now know the round? Is that up already? No, so, okay, we're
No,
just
the
waiting
third
on
round
that.
is not yet.
Okay. well, all the results are in, so it should be pretty soon.
They
So,
just-
out of interest, what are we expecting from the third round? Then, who are we going to be watching? So,
I think we've watched a fair bit of Gravity. It depends
yeah,
on
I was
who
definitely
they
going to
comes up
suggest
against.
we potentially look at another, like some of the other teams, see who, maybe see how Toxic Units goes, who they go against.
Toxic
'Cause I
or
think-
Spastic Crabs, I would say.
Yeah, so wait, we can check the rankings and see who's likely to play against each other.
Oh.
So Floaters is going to almost certainly be playing Gravity. Spastic Crabs could be playing Blast, Ouroboros, or Toxic Units. So there's actually 4 teams that are 1-1 right now. So I would suggest we maybe go and check out one of those.
Firetrex
Maybe
is
not.
playing.
If is he?
Yeah, he's in
But
Floaters
he is-
Unite. What
Oh, is he?
the hell?
I had no idea.
How's both Gravity teams playing in this?
I mean, they're
Almost.
not. I mean, like technically not. They're not representing us. I mean, as individuals maybe, but like,
That's true. They have been losing quite a lot, so.
yeah. Why? Nah, that's upside down. Turn that
Hey,
right.
it's Attack on
right way up.
Tuesday.
Yeah, he's not in Gravity. Yeah, so we actually have 2 teams distributed around all of them. We win whatever happens.
Great,
No, I'm
just
joking.
infiltrate all the teams. Oh man.
No, but more importantly, so we are looking at the ranking. So I think, yeah, well, we're going to be seeing Blast going up against Spastic Crabs, Ouroboros, or Toxic, and then one of those teams going up against one of the other ones I just mentioned.
Yes.
So I don't know. Do we follow Blast, or do we look? Well, let's see which teams pan out and see what we think is going to be close games.
Oh,
think,
wait, hold on. What? Okay, once we start third round, do not start playing. We will choose matches for tomorrow. Okay, so it is only a 3-round Swiss. It's not a 4-round Swiss as we have been saying.
Oh wait, so we are allowed to cast this.
We are allowed to cast the matches that have not been picked. So we don't
that
actually
way up.
have that much of a choice.
Oh, right. Okay, so they're going to. Oh, right. Oh, that's nice. I mean, they could. Okay, so they actually. Wait, did they actually pinged us? Or they just pinging general.
They pinged Echo Combat.
Uh,
It's in the announcements of Echo Combat. But yeah, once we start third round, do not start playing. We'll choose matches for tomorrow. Okay, so that basically means
I'm looking at Echo Combat. It's not in there. What? I'm confused.
in the Echo Combat announcements in the VR League. Discord.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at that. It's just I just saw. Oh wait, no, 7:47 p.m.
What?
Update quick rules for the cups, Swiss rounds, matches to be played.
Oh no, you're looking at the top announcements for VR League, I think.
No, I'm looking
Right.
at Echo Combat announcements. No, Echo Combat.
Oh wait, is it just? Can anyone confirm this?
Yeah, can we have some confirmation?
Because I mean, I'm seeing it in Discord, but I might just be
Yeah.
insane. Who knows?
We do trust you, Kaznaz, but at the same time, like if someone's telling us the rules that's in a chat on a Twitch stream, I don't know. Yeah, okay, cool. So Vitrix is saying yes, it is.
Okay.
Nado's investigating right now. It should be Gabby. Why is Gabby not doing this? Oh
Oh
man.
my god! Oh my god! I got really scared there. There was a kid whispering in my ear, and I looked behind me.
What? Oh, in game.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh,
My
God,
heart
that's
can't take this. How has this turned into a horror game? Okay.
I don't-
So. So my claim is Sunday.
Yeah,
So
it would be nice. It would be nice if yourself could communicate to us. I mean, as we're casting these games, which ones we aren't allowed to cast?
I think they will probably tell us, and if not,
Will they or will Nada?
I
My
hope.
question.
I'm just looking for the information.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
know.
care where it's coming from,
True.
as long as it's correct and it has been entering my ears in some point.
Yeah.
I am talking today.
Yeah, Nada. For anyone that doesn't know, Nada is she's the queen of the community. She is
Yeah.
like the person. She is the same person that works in trying to organize this in the best way physically possible. Usually, but well, not by herself, but usually on Death is. But that said, she is the most helpful. Kind of, I don't want to say most helpful queen. Yeah, she is the queen. She is the community queen.
I mean, you can be have you not heard of that woman that... Holy, what is happening with me today? I need some coffee. What?
Yeah.
What is Can you slap me?
Hey, Vi, just going to point out that those two titles are not mutually exclusive. Okay, like there is no reason she can't have both. So
Yeah, she is the queen pervert, the ultimate pervert, in the Latin sense.
Hey, no king shaming, okay? Right, this is.
Hey! I'm not kink shaming. I'm just
This is an
informing
open
the public.
Alright, this is.
Hey, speak for yourself.
She's not a mob boss. She's a charity boss.
What?
She's the charity.
That sounded like you called her a charity case.
No, she's not a charity case. I mean, she's like she does all the. I mean, I feel basically what I'm saying is she does lots of charity work for the community because she does of this. She does all the stuff she does for free. She's like, arguably, she puts one of the most. She's someone that puts the most time into the community and Echo in general, but gets the least out of it. Because she doesn't actually play any of the cups, she literally just manages and looks after everyone. So yeah, props to Nada.
Yeah, send props to Nada. What? I'm okay. Yeah, I'll get some coffee or some caffeine or I don't know, something to pep me up because I don't know what is happening, but I'll get that.
We're just for anyone that's just tuned in or is just currently watching, we are basically waiting on ESL to tell us what we can and can't cast.
And what can and cannot be played, because those games will of course be played tomorrow, I do believe.
Yes.
So we actually have our rounds up. So I can tell you who will be playing, but not who we are going to cast. So who will be playing is Blast versus Ouroboros, Spastic Crabs versus Toxic Units, Team Enix versus Team Pussycats, and Floaters Unite versus Team Gravity.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh man, they're gonna have. This is hilarious. I've just realised the two teams are the ones that are most likely to be casted tomorrow, or at least one of the two teams are most likely to be casted tomorrow. Have our players on both sides.
That's great. That's really good.
Okay.
So
anyway,
I think if I should guess, I'm pretty sure Floaters Unite versus Gravity and Spastic Crabs versus Toxic Unit are gonna be casted.
Yeah. Well, no, Spastic Crab's going to be casted. I feel like it would be more likely to be Blast because if you look at the maybe I don't know. Welcome to the guessing game, folks, where we have no idea what we can cast.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? We're just gonna wait.
We're waiting.
Just gonna wait for a bit.
Yeah, we'll just wait till someone tells us what we can do, and then we will do that thing.
Yes. Should we?
And then once we do. Yeah, I'm sorry, Karen.
Should we get into
we won't. There's no point really go break for it now. I don't think because
no.
It should be.
I was Dash. We're gonna cast the NA Cup next.
Don't worry, we're here for you. We're here for you, Dash, baby.
We're here for you, Dash. And no, wait, Dash, you're playing, right?
Oh, okay. So Gravity's saying that. Oh yeah, Ducky can't play tomorrow. Yeah, he's out, and until like. Yeah, and it wasn't confirmed about whether or not it was going to be played on Saturday, like on Sunday. Oh, same for Viretrix. Yeah, so none of the games might be played tomorrow because none of the players were actually told they had to play on Sunday as well until like yesterday.
Okay, so I don't actually... no, Dash, it's in 1.5 hours. I don't actually know who we are going to cast. I will rely on Nada for that information. But we'll start getting into one of the teams.
Because if Gravity and Thingy aren't playing, then they need to play today in order to play their match. We might end up casting them.
Yeah, if we're allowed.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll figure it out. It's a first cup. I don't know. Do you remember your first cup? I remember my first cup.
Do I remember my first cup? I don't know. Actually, this is actually Amok's first professional cup. I've just realised.
Oh no, it's not.
God
it's
damn
Team Gravity's first.
Every goddamn time. Oh, it's just. Oh god.
Amok has actually never played
in
the professional cup. You are the wrongest you've ever been.
Oh man, it's the weeks of casting them and then having to switch just does my head in. It's just it's not even because it's the exact same team as well, which is why it's just like my brain doesn't compute. Yeah, basically.
So,
anyway, Yeah, this will be the first professional cup. Obviously got, I think, because I don't think any of them played in like any of the Echo Arena Cups and got paid. I don't know. I'm not
I can't remember.
Yeah, Kaznaz, we're gonna go get food after this.
Yeah,
100%. I'm gonna get all the food after this, and then we'll come back for the Nene Cup.
Just a pound of cocaine and just
What?
Did I say I meant caffeine?
Okay.
Even though a pound of caffeine will definitely kill you.
Okay.
It will literally kill you.
Okay. Alright, I didn't hear that. That's fine. Okay, so we're just waiting to get into the next match. ESL, where you at, man?
So they probably won't be casted. Okay, you know what?
Are we? Okay, well, given that we understand that it's very like neither gravity or neither gravity or floaters are going to be able to play tomorrow. It's pretty certain we're going to be casting them. So I would say it's safe for us to jump.
Yeah,
safe for us to jump into
there already. In there. So yeah, we will be doing that. And
I think
let's see.
Because even if we're not supposed to technically cast that game, they're not going to be able to play tomorrow. So we're not. It's not actually going to be a loss. If you see what I mean, like it's not. Yeah, it should be fine for the ESL.
Yeah.
And maybe next week we might be able to find out.
There we go, invited you again. So.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So. Hey, wait, who's? God damn it! Oh. Well.
You did some illegal stuff. Your arm was stretching.
What the?
oh man! Just while you're waiting, go check the Echo Combat EU support channel on Discord. It's just this is flush.
Do I have to hold on to this finding match?
Sorry, that made me chuckle.
That's pretty good. Oh man, that's cute. That's good.
Oh boy! I'm just gonna jump into the party. 2 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, Malone, I'm not
Hey guys,
a narcotic.
I have a quick question. You in the red. You. Hello. Oh, maybe not. He's not there. Hello,
Okay.
Spider-Man. Do I have to hold
Is anyone of Enix around here? They're not answering on Discord. Who is Enix? Let us just find out.
Does anyone know if I have to hold this finding matchmaking thing?
I don't actually know any of those
Alright, thank you. That's all I wanted was that answer. Thank you.
I haven't seen them for
Although I'm not sure
a
who
bit, but I can
I'm not
I actually can't do anything. I don't know
right now, since people
what is
are
happening.
playing
But
in their cups right now.
for anyone that has just joined,
In the what?
we are currently waiting on our last round of the day for the EU Cup. And it is Europe Cup, it is fine, So, we're waiting for the last round of the EU Cup, which we will be streaming. We're just waiting for who we can and cannot stream, what we can and cannot do. We will just figure that out in a little bit. And while we are waiting for that, I can just tell you that we will also be streaming the North American Cup, which will happen in about 1 hour and 20 minutes. And you can come back and check that out when that goes. There'll be a slight break in between for anyone that is not up on the rankings currently.
Yeah, I get it.
Team Gravity and Floaters Unite are both up to 0. Spastic Crabs, Blast, Ouroboros and Toxic Units are 1-1, and Combat Pussycats and Team Enix VR, who we currently cannot exactly get a hold of, are both down 2-0. Sorry, 0-2.
Yeah, so I think at the moment ESL are just trying to figure out who is actually willing to play tomorrow, because unfortunately a lot of the players that are actually competing in the cup tomorrow, or that would need to play tomorrow, would also be playing in the Echo Arena Cup. And as far as I'm aware, a lot of the teams aren't really willing to kind of basically throw out the Echo Arena Cup mid-tournament to play one match. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We're going to have to wait and see, I think.
No breaks. I can't stop.
Playing last 3 onward matches. Goddamn, just let them play it. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
No one shall ever
Yeah.
Casting onward match.
I mean, it's not like I said this was going to happen, but I definitely said this was going to happen, and I definitely gave significant. Like seriously, quote what I said like a week ago. I said this was going to happen, and it's happening, and it's not even Sunday yet. So, oh boy, am I in a I told you so moment?
Draco, it's Jersey that is co-casting, and
Bye, guys.
Hello.
yeah. Sorry. I don't know, but what's happening, Draco? Tell me, please. You know what? Okay, you fuck me. Okay.
Oh, okay. So Drogo is telling me it's now Toxic Unit versus Spastic Crabs.
That we can not.
As in Spastic Crabs? Yeah, versus Toxic. Yeah. No, as in. Okay, but the question is, it's those teams.
Tomorrow.
Oh, they're tomorrow. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Right, that's fine. So tomorrow.
So we'll just
So it's only
keep
the
on
one?
following gravity, I do believe.
Yeah, good point, Vitrex. Drago. I very carefully designed the UI you are currently seeing that very specifically has the casters on it. Okay. God damn it.
I will just say that I had to carefully move it out of the way a little bit. Because he was actually exactly over who
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
that's fine,
following.
that's fine.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's
fine.
fine.
It's a good one. Thank you for that.
Yeah, we changed the UI, so yeah. The UI has now changed, which means I need to tweak the UI.
And it is, of course, being supplied by Vertex Studios, also owner of Team Gravity. Or is it? Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're blind? Well, I mean, it's gonna make VR hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know how you were expecting to play, but okay. Anyway, sorry. Right, coming back. So it is going to be Spastic Crabs versus
Toxic Units.
versus Toxic Units tomorrow, meaning that we are good to watch. What game are we watching today?
Probably Floaters Unite versus Team Gravity, just because they are the two top teams, and we have been seeing a lot of stomps-ish.
Yeah, that should be fine. Only thing we could do Blast or Boros. That's the only other option. Or we could do Team and Enix versus Combat Pussycats. I don't know. It could be any of those games, but
we can't.
I'm cool with Floaters Gravity. I'm cool with that as well.
Yeah, I think it's easier. We can't seem to get a hold of Team Enix. Apparently, they might not be playing. I don't know, but there's a first time for everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means after having just said it, but it's not untrue.
Okay, right, cool. So, we are just waiting for invites from Gravity. Then I'm guessing
You're in the party.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. Oh, Drago, thank you for being number 2.
2 seconds.
Hell yeah. Okay, there we go. Oh, he doesn't have a name plate? That's interesting. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, it does look like that's a Jersey. I can actually hear him. I don't know if he knows this. I can hear him in just a little bit because I have him muted because goddamn,
Hello.
I just hate his voice. Hey, man. I don't, by the way. Just for anyone wondering.
What?
Nothing?
Okay. Hey, cheers.
Go. You're number 1 now? Hey, Drago with the
101. Oh god.
Well,
Right,
I mean,
guys, we started the Bits War. Let's keep going. Who's up next?
Now,
We've got Drago,
Jesse,
and K9. Let's go.
Jesse, I'm not gonna push you into things you don't want to do, but it is a prime spot for advertisement.
No.
And
no.
I mean, you
doing
do
it.
have
I've
some
done this
things
before.
to sell.
Done this before. No, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna get closer
giving you money.
and
It's
closer
like,
to the microphone.
You can't. No, this isn't how this works. No means no, Malarin.
Just you're not giving money to me. You're giving money to the community. Don't you love the community?
No.
It says here, Echo
No,
community.
I hate them all. They can all burn in hell. I'm sorry, guys. Malaran made me do this. It's not my choice. I didn't do this by choice. He doesn't understand what consent means. No means no, Malaran.
I
Right,
mean,
2 seconds. What were you? I'm going to say.
Oh man, well you heard it here first. Team Gravity wants you to burn in hell. So I think we are in here. I'm just gonna check that we are still in the same party. We are. So we will just wait for the floaters versus not AMOC, Team Gravity.
Fire Trex, you're sacked. God damn it!
That's one way to come back to the stream.
Stop abusing.
Okay, so there we go. You're technically Floater's manager, but I get no free money from them. Can I be a manager too?
Yeah, go for it. Fucking why not?
Okay, AMOC, can I manage you guys?
No, there's not AMOC. Fuck you. I'm allowed to make the mistake.
And you take it. Yeah, he does take it.
Yeah, I am the salt king. I absorb all the salt.
Because you add me to the call. Draco, we're doing a cast, man. I can't believe it, man. Okay,
If you want to get involved with Drago, like seriously, we can sort something out for like future cups and stuff. Definitely,
Hell
if you're
yeah.
keen.
If you wanna join in, please.
Wait,
Okay.
is Drago North America or Europe? I don't know.
He is. He's in the thing. He's
thing?
Europe.
Oh,
Okay,
Europe. Oh,
so
okay, cool.
the pick matches for tomorrow. This is straight from the gift horse mouth. I don't think that works, but you know. First
gift,
match
yeah,
is
yeah.
Toxic Units versus Spastic Crabs, and second match is Team Gravity versus Floaters Unite. So we cannot see Team Gravity versus Floaters Unite, which means we'll have to pick another one. That will either be Team Enix versus Pussycats or Blurst versus Ouroboros. I think we're gonna go for Blurst. So I will just spam them with invites until
So let me get this straight. So Team Gravity and Floaters Unite, both of which are going to be missing 2 players tomorrow, have basically been told pick up whoever so that they can play.
Right.
Oh god. Oh
I
man.
mean,
Okay, right.
It's gonna be
That's
good.
yes,
I'll
that's the
just
thing.
leave this party.
Okay,
And,
so
if you would like to message some people from that, I'll just spam them with invites, and we see who gets in
yeah,
first.
so sorry, which team are we going to be commentating now? Just to be clear.
Blast versus Ouroboros.
Blast versus Ouroboros.
Oh, this is slow. Wait, is Torin in Ouroboros? He is, right?
Yes.
But is he also in this one? Let's see. Ouroboros. He is, and there's only 3 people. No, it's Finity. Ah, there we go. Oh yeah, she said something about being in there.
It sounds like they messed up the first cup already.
There we go.
It's not, like, literally, we can't play tomorrow, we've already said. Like, we just can't.
What are they actually doing? Are they trying to make you?
So,
Like, next
I
2 matches are going to be
think,
Gravity.
are you messaging them?
I'm just clarifying what the situation is.
Oh, okay.
It seems to be no, it's fine. It's fine.
Start to the season.
Just saying.
Let's see here.
I'm surprised they timed it where some of
It's
some
the
of the
same
guys
game
are
like
playing
this,
in
but it's better.
arena tomorrow.
Talk about lone echo.
Just,
Yeah.
Why?
there's a kid in this lobby that's just laying down the law.
Oh.
He's like,
Oh.
I mean, Lone Echo
are you
is like this game, but better. So,
Oh god.
what am I seeing? Sorry. Oh god. Please discuss this in private. Yeah, let's see. Well, whatever the case, I think we should try and get into the Blast versus Ouroboros match. I will just send some messages out. Oh, where are they?
If you want to go battle, go to the Brawler Arena. It's right over here.
I haven't bought the game.
No, come over here.
Grab onto your. Ow, my face. I was just trying to grab onto your. Look, why can you do that, but I can't?
Oh wait, come here. Come here.
There we go.
Follow me. Follow me.
And yeah, sorry for the silence and the confusion. We are just finding out what is happening right now. Is the plastic crabs? Yep. So, for now, for just 2 seconds, I need to take a quick break myself. Jersey.
Hello.
Grab onto me. Grab on.
Can you find the? Can you get us in a match? I need
Okay,
to
yeah, I'm
something
working
real
on it. I'm actively working on it.
Thanks, man. I'll be back in just 2 seconds. I just need to go fix something, so I'll be right back.
Yes, apologies for everyone watching the stream. We are just currently trying to juggle this. Basically, we're in a position where we are not allowed to stream certain games, and certain games are apparently not happening till tomorrow. Teams of which are also unable to play tomorrow, so we're just trying to juggle out what is happening. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. Let's just work this through on our side. So I'm just trying to get into a game. Okay, right. So we're just trying to get into this game. We are going to be watching, I believe, Toxic Units versus Spastic Crabs in the last round of today's cup. No, we're not. I lie. Other way around. We can't watch them. We can't watch Team Gravity versus Floaters. So we are going to be trying to get in a game with Last Ouroboros. Let me just try and get someone to invite us.
Yeah.
Will you protect? That's my buddy Clive. Will you protect me and my buddy Clive?
Okay, sure.
Just trying to get into that.
What's his name?
His name is Clive.
We are working tirelessly to try and get to the next match, so apologies for the delay.
No.
We're just going to do this, blah, 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 blah. I'm just messaging all the people on Discord to try and get into this match.
I am back. Hello.
Hello.
Guessing we haven't gotten a
no luck
invite
yet. Nope.
Is any other in here? Does not look like it.
I got him.
Unfortunately, if we aren't able to get into the match, we will have to probably pause the stream now and then come back into it with a North American Cup.
Yeah.
It's starting to look like the only two teams that we are allowed to stream might have already started their games, so we might not be able to get into the last match, unfortunately. Yeah, I think we might have to I think we might have to call it now.
Let's see what the. You know what? Let's have a quick send off for this stream here.
Yeah.
I want to ask you how. I mean, because let's be honest here. Obviously, Team Gravity is the top contenders for Europe. Who do you think, just based on what we've seen, which of course haven't been that much, but based on what we've seen, who do you think is gonna be following in as a second?
Yeah, I really don't know at this point. I think I need to see more of the team. I feel like if Gecko's team that he's kind of cobbled together sticks out, and we do get a solution to this kind of 2-day tournament situation, yeah, I feel like I honestly, I don't know, really, because I think there's also one other kind of slightly more new Echo Combat team in Europe that has kind of come up recently. That is kind of I don't know exactly the players that are in that team, but I know they have been doing relatively well. They did actually show up at the last cup. I think the last Combat Cup we did. They did relatively well there, and I think there's a good chance we could see another full-on combat team coming up. I think. So I think we're going to see, at the very least, 2 try-hard teams. I'm not sure exactly how the other kind of more split teams, like obviously with Gecko, Lego, Boop, how those teams are going to fare. But it'll be interesting to see. I think it's going to be really interesting to see. Obviously, I think the Gravity are kind of in a quite comfortable position right now. So, but that said, we've kind of had this position going forwards, and as everyone will know, obviously the competition that we've got over the next 6 to 8 weeks is very much region-based. However, the World Finals is international, right? It's North America versus Europe. So there is no chance, no opportunity within this league at any point during these 6 weeks to think that you're in an easy, comfortable position, because when it comes to the World Finals, if you're not practiced and if you're not trained up enough to be able to compete against North America, you're going to get stomped on. And it's the same vice versa, right? And I think it's in the same way where Echo Combat has kind of maybe not as much dedicated teams as Echo Arena does in Europe. I feel like it's the exact opposite in North America right now, where the Echo Arena scene hasn't kind of kept up in the same way that it has in Europe in the off season. So whereas there's a lot of combat teams and a lot of really big potential in North America, I feel like it's almost a flip reverse for Echo Arena now. So it's going to be really interesting to see how both regions develop, and if we're actually going to see a strong North American Echo Combat presence with a weaker Echo Arena presence, or vice versa. But that said, I think any teams, regardless of where their position now is in the region, they need to keep trying and keep getting better, because it's only going to come and help them when it comes down to the World Finals at the very end of the day.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I was about to add something to that, but you said it pretty much. I mean, everything that I wanted to say. You need to train. You need to train a lot, and I think, yeah, with the split teams, we're probably gonna see them pick one. They're probably not gonna be on both games. Although I would like to see them like split. That could be quite interesting. To maybe just showcase some of the differences between the two games. But we will see about that. So, for anyone wondering why we're signing off now, it does not look like we can get into a game. So the last round here, unless there will be some changes within the next 5 minutes, we will not be going into a game. So this is the end of the stream for the European Cup. Now, the European Cup is not the only cup running today. North America also has a cup running, which will start in 1 hour and 3 minutes. And we will be online for that. We will be going through, because we have... I think... I don't want to say it's more exciting, but I kind of want to say it's more exciting to see who is actually going to come out on top for the North American
It's going to be close. I think that's one of the big things. Obviously, we watched kind of some big 2-0s today. Unfortunately, we didn't get to watch the third round. But we did see quite a lot of 2-0 results, I think, across the board. I don't think we saw 1-2-1 at all. So, quite one-sided, most of the matches, although we did see some close games from obviously Blast and Gravity and things like that. But that said, I feel like North America is going to be a lot closer. Like, there's going to be a lot more interesting stuff going on. So I'm touch wood, quite excited for those games. So it should be good this afternoon, or the rest for this evening.
It should. So I will just real quick have a look at what is happening on the Discord, and if there are no changes, we're gonna have to sign off for now. Please, in any case, if we either get a game or if we don't, come back in an hour where we'll be streaming the North American Cup, because it's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. So let's see. It looks like they are still having a little bit of trouble with finding out who will be where or when.
We'll call it for now. We'll be back in an hour, so anyone that wants to watch the rest of the Combat Cup for the North America region, come back to us in an hour where we will be able to give you all the combat content you deserve.
Yes, exactly. So, the conclusion of the first Season 3-ish, because there was one before that, but let's just say we're the first. The first stream.
Yeah, technically first.
Technically first stream ends on an unfortunate and limp note, but we will be returning back stronger and harder than ever in just an hour. So please come back, tune back to that, and
really stronger and harder was what you went for.
I am. I have jokes and I am not allowed to say them.
Okay, alright, okay, that's fine. Let's leave it there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I should question, that's fine, carry on.
It's been a pleasure, it's been an honor to be here. We will be back in an hour. Come back, watch us there. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be great. We're excited, you should be excited too. Go get some food. Go be jolly for an hour. See you then.
Okay, right. Ciao, bye.
Bye.